Hey guys, Adam here. Usually working on the Vic, which that's gonna be our next video. We're gonna be doing an upper ball joint, I think. I noticed this is a 2006 Kia Sedona, and I noticed that on a lot of forums and things I've come across that people are running into issues for lack of ball joint videos. Well, so and behold, I volunteered to do my father's ball joints. And let me get you some flash here. Okay, if you have this set up right here, I took two of the bolts out already. There's your ball joint with the pinch bolt. I apologize if it's hard to see. So, there was a bolt here. There's a good lit up view. So there was a bolt here. There was a bolt there. We still have a bolt here. What I had to do is these were really caked up. I mean, that's the bolt I took out. All the mud and sludge. So I actually had to spray them, and they sat for about 2 days. And then finally I was able to break them. What I did, and it seems to be the easiest way to do it, because once I actually broke the bolt with the impact, cordless guy there, and that is actually 350 foot-pounds, believe it or not. But what I actually ended up doing was taking a 3/4 inch wrench and putting it on the bolt here, okay, as if the bolt was there, and then it pinned itself against the control arm. And then on the other side, you can do it just the same, except it'll hit the stabilizer bar. Just make sure that you have your wrench locked the right way. So I used a 3/4 wrench and a 3/4 impact on the bottom. And then once you break them, you can just do the double rotation, one left and one right, and eventually break it free. I got a jack here under the control arm, just a little bit of tension on it, not a whole lot. And then this bolt in the back here, the last one I have left, is going to be a 17. And then take off your pinch bolt, as I showed you right here. And then this plate, after we separate the ball joint, is hopefully going to pull right out. And then clean everything up real good. Steel brush, if you got a steel brush with a cordless drill or electric drill, and then clean out your holes real good. And then when you redo it, you want to make sure that your bolts on the front two are on top, nuts on the bottom, and then the one in the back, you want the nut on top with the bolt in the bottom. That's what the car gods say to do, so that's what we're going to do. But no need to take the whole control arm out and everything like that. Once I get the pinch bolt off and we lower the control arm, that's going to put the ball joint below the plate. And then once we separate it, this is probably just going to ka-ching, drop right down. Because there's nothing really holding it on except on the tie rod the other side. So it's going to drop a little bit, but better to keep it separated, or better to keep the jack on it. And then once you start getting your fork in there, just lower the jack a little bit. You can even leave, you can't because this one's set up different. But that's what I would do. Well, that's what I'm going to do. And let's go ahead and try that. I can't do it and keep the camera going at the same time because I just have nowhere to put it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it, and then basically trying to replay the experience for you. And I'm really hoping this helps, because there's no really Kia videos out there. And if I remember correctly, I believe this works from '02 to 2011. Some of these are rivets in here, not bolts that you actually have to drill out. That sucks. But we were fortunate enough to have this set up, and now we're going to see what happens.